national team, as everybody knows, we are 8-1. We lost one game to Senegal, which we thought that the guys played very, very well. Senegal is a team that went and bought all their best players. And I thought that we played a very good game and a well-planned game. We just couldn't come out with the victory at the end. But because of that loss, I thought the guys responded very, very well. And we ended up even improving the next two games. Instead of just winning them, we dominated both games. And it just shows a lot of character of the team.
So the Senegal game, I don't think we lost in the second half. It's the way we came out in the first half. We came out flat, and they went on a run. We gave up points in transition, offensive rebounds, and we just came out flat and not prepared to play. And, you know, we have a target on our back. We're #1 in Africa, and I tell the guys, you gotta embrace it because everybody is hunting for you. Everybody wants to be #1. And that's what happened. They jumped out when at the start of the game, and they punched us first. And that's not who we are. We always throw the first punch. So basically, after the game, I just told them, you know, we gave up 21 offensive rebounds. There's no way you can win a game giving up 21 offensive rebounds. And we missed 11 free throws as a team, 7 down the stretch, which were crucial. Losses, I look at them as learning experience, and we learn, like, that's not who we are. We're better than that. And I feel like Senegal didn't beat us. You give them the respect, but we beat ourselves. You know, we gave them the opportunity to get offensive rebounds. We missed free throws. Those are free. That's why they call free throws. Like, that's free money, and we left it on the table. So it was a learning experience, and it left a bitter taste in our mouth. So the next two games, well, the following game, we came out with a different mentality, and you saw the difference in those last two games, you know.
We just we just met with the president, His Excellency. He welcomed the team. We had the opportunity to talk to him and talk to him about what we can do going forward. As you guys know, His Excellency expressed the need of a basketball stadium, and that will be a conversation that will be going back and forth. But the plan is for us to have a basketball arena. We'll see how long that will take, but that was in the conversation. For me personally, I think that you don't need a big arena yet. I think that every state needs to be helped, and basketball courts needs to be built there. But that's something that we will discuss. I don't think we need to be flashy or show something crazy before we spread it and have basketball courts fixed elsewhere.
I just want to say it's great feeling, you know, it's unbelievable, it's undescribable to be here as a player and representing, you know, my teammates, and just to talk about the experience that we have with this Afro basketball, and also as the you know, the World Cup qualification and all these games. So it's great, you know. It's we're part of the history now, you know, and you can't say no to that, you know. Just to be one of those first group to do it, and first group trying to make it to the World Cup, and it's just, yes, unbelievable feeling, and I'm glad to be part of it. And also it's motivating the kids, you know, in South Sudan to see us doing that, and then just show them the way, and then, you know, they can just come and continue and finishing the job.
I want to take this time also to really thank the fans. I think the fans showed everybody how much joy winning and basketball brings. But for us to land and see that, you know, amount of people waiting for us, I really can't thank them enough. And I think that because of their movement and what they were able to show, the excitement and the support, it pushes us, it keeps us going, but it also is pushing the government and everybody else to step in and to start fixing things. And that always speaks to the power of the people. I think that it shows us that, one, we want to show love and support for each other, but we are so hungry for any type of success. Other countries may look at us and say, you're just going to the World Cup or you're one away. Being a young nation, we're going to make a lot of history every time we do something. And it's really important that we celebrate every small part of it because, people, other countries, they've had their time. Whether it's small victory or not, it just means that we've arrived. We are part of it. So seeing people celebrating like that was really emotional and very inspiring. We have the athleticism, we have the strength, the length, but what people really stands out is the skill level that we naturally have. And I think it's something that people don't talk about a lot. They just talk about our height and how we run and everything. But, I assure you the best thing that we have is the skill level, because we have the height, we have the athleticism, so does a lot of other countries. But the combination of it is what makes it different. So I'm not surprised by the success. I'm really surprised by the commitment of the players. I don't think people understand these guys are going through their league. They're taking flights, hours of flights. We are barely, we get maybe 5-6 days as a team all together, if that. And we are playing against teams that have been together for months. So that's the surprise part, that we're able to come together. But I've been a part of teams where we train for month and month just for a few games. We are training, but what makes it happen is we are playing for a bigger goal. And that's really why these guys come together, because it's very unselfish, and the common goal is just to win. And that's what makes it so unique to be around, even for us as coaches. And for me, I haven't been around a team that's fighting for something like that, and that's what makes it different. As you guys know, in the past, the Federation, it's not a secret that we've had some inside issues that we've been battling and we've been trying to fix. And I always told you, the media, we would not hide anything from you guys, and all questions are always on the table and are always welcome, because it's important that we address it. I think in the past 3 years or so, me, myself, I've learned a lot. There's been a lot of people that I need to give credit to that have been helping me. The Central Equatoria guys, I think, for me, I've learned a lot. Coming in fresh, I think there was a lot of stuff in here with basketball that needed to be fixed. There's a lot of relationship that needed to be fixed. And me coming on, I didn't know about, and I've learned a lot. And, I've learned how to operate, and hopefully in the future we could operate better. As a federation, we plan to fix every court, at least one court in all these states. I think it's the biggest issue. As a federation, we've ordered some basketball rims that will be shipped here to Juba, and after that we'll go to every state and try to fix those courts. So the state association guys that flew all the way here, we've been communicating, but we'll spend this month or the next couple of weeks sitting down with them and trying to see what issues we can help them with. I think there's a number of things that we can help, but first we want to start with fixing the basketball courts and see what the budget will be, the budget that's needed for every state, and that's how, our first step going forward. We plan to start a women's league next month. To begin with, it will be 8 teams in 2 groups, and 2 teams will make the playoffs from each. The women will be provided with uniform and shoes, and just like we did with the men's league, the MVP of the game will be given awards. Teams will be provided with some funds but we will take it very serious. As it's not just a league that we just throw to throw. It's a league that we've been trying to plan to do, and I think it's time now.
Being a part representing South Sudan is one of none. I'm so very humbled to be in this position of leadership of these young men. They do a great job every day. Attention to detail, just the discipline, just the focus, just competing every day with that fire and that desire is one of none. And like I said, to me, it's a duty, it's a privilege, it's an honor to be a part of this. I take nothing for granted, you know. These guys have helped me in my personal life, just knowing that, you know, the family, the brotherhood, the connectiveness that we have in this national group is only going to get stronger. And with the leadership of Luol Deng as being the president and the spearhead, the sky, I always say this, the sky is not the limit, it's just a bird's eye view, you know. So we're a young country, we have a lot of talent, and the country better get excited about these group of guys, because you know, we're visioning the World Cup. That's one thing on our checklist, but there's many other things to come. You know, the Olympics are coming around, and I'm scratching at that. I'm just eager and intrigued to come back every year and get better and help these guys move the needle forward. So, you know, this is just the start. We're scratching the surface. We're going to get better and better. And this thing is growing and it's moving fast. I couldn't imagine being in this position right now, but it's happened so fast. It's only been a year and now we're here. So one went away from the World Cup. Who could have said that 2 years ago? Nobody had that in their mind. And we're living that, and it's a true testament to the hard work these young guys have put forward day in, day out, coming together in a short period of time to make things work, to have a connective collaboration of guys is great, and I couldn't coach a better group of guys, and I'm so thankful.
You know, MTN, so we agreed for 3 years, but what's so great about it is we've been pushing the local companies here that are making so much money out of South Sudan to invest back into South Sudan, and MTN picked up and answered, and I think other companies can also still help, not just the federation, but if you're about basketball, anyone who comes up to us, if there's anything that we can do and partner up that can help in other states, we'll take on that mission. So just, you know, MTN is giving us this chance to sign a contract with them, but what we will use this money for is to fix these courts. You're asking a list of maybe 900 to 1,000 players, and you're allowed to pick 12 for every tournament. And you have to look at the team you're playing in every tournament and see what the best team is to take. For me, I will always take the best 12, but also the 12 that fit the system that we want to play. And it's not easy for us as coaches. And here, you know, the players here, they need a lot of help. The players here are working hard, they push themselves, but it's so hard for them to work on their game. It's so hard for them to keep up with some of these guys because one, we need to improve our facilities. Two, we need to, as you know, everybody that's part of this basketball community, we need to work together. You know, players are communicating with some people don't like some people want to do this, they want to do that, they're not allowed to play here, they can't do this. It's just too much issue for any player to be at their best. And it's not their fault, it's just, you know, us coming together and providing it, you know, the best situation for the players. You know, when I came in, I said that everything we do has to be for the youth and the players. It can't be for us. And that's why these players that are coming in, are in such an elite level because they are surrounded by people that want the best for them. They are being coached, they are being taught how to play, they are constantly getting better because it's provided for them. It's not about the skill that they have or they don't have, it's just about the amount of time and the effort that they're putting in and the comfort level they're finding it to work on their game. So this is why we want to push to improve our league and improve our facilities here. So when it comes to picking players, it's not about where the player is playing. You know, whether they're playing in Canada, whether they're playing in Australia, US, or even South Sudan, I'm going to pick who I think is the best. It's not about, you know, it just happens to be all our players are South Sudanese. And for me, it's my duty to honor them for how hard they worked and getting the opportunity to represent the game.
Come February, it's definitely going to be a little bit hostile because we're playing in Senegal. So be prepared for anything, you know, the refereeing, but we just got to be focused and locked into the game plan at hand, and we can't be distracted. And we have one goal is to, you know, get the win and move it forward. So that's February. We'll see. You know, we'll have different players. They'll have different players. So we'll see the outcome in February. We just prepare for ourselves.
To go back in the beginning when I came as the president of the federation, I said that the national team was the driving force to the growth of basketball in South Sudan. So for me, everything that I just said, I wanted the players to be here. They are here sitting among you guys. But I want them to know what they are doing, because without winning, whether we like it or not, without winning, all this support would not be possible. And I said it from the start that when you win and you show and you display the national team, now they will come in and help the game. And I think it's the same with every other sports right now that needs help and they are not being helped. It's just the nature of the business. People like to associate themselves with winners. And I want all our players to know this. You know, they are the one right now that are bringing this in. By them winning and by them playing together, I know for years they wanted to help, but this is what you guys have done. You know, and I want them to be held high, because when we show pictures of these courts being fixed and they are going up, just know that this would not happen if we didn't go and we won as a national team. So I'm very proud of them.
It's awesome. It's a good feeling, you know. We all do it for the flag, you know. Like as of now, we are just doing solely voluntary work, you know, no pay. But the fact that you go out there and serve your people and get the reception as the reception that we got when we came back is fulfilling. So at the end of the day, we get paid by the fans who are happy and the joy that they have. So it's a beautiful feeling. It's a beautiful feeling, not to any other. More funding being put into basketball or any other sport. It's a fact that by nature, South Sudanese, we are talented. I couldn't say put it more clearly, like the president of the federation put it earlier on in the press conference, that we are talented, and it is evident that if we just organize ourselves and we get more money and more funding into all different sorts of sports, our country will do far much better than any other country, not just in Africa, but all over around the world.
Lual's been nothing but fantastic. You know, he's a role model. I mean, what he's doing right now is unbelievable, and I wish people, you know, could see what he was doing, because we need more people like him. There's not a lot of people in the world that are like him, and you know, when you cross somebody like that, it's very honorable to be able to be in front of someone like that, because, you know, I want to be able to someday hopefully do something like that, what he's doing, and just to be a part of it has been amazing. You know, the whole staff, everyone that's, you know, involved with the national team, they've been doing their role, and that's why everything has been so smooth sailing. And, you know, obviously it's been tough at times, but without them, I mean, this wouldn't be going the way it's going. And I just want to thank him for, you know, believing in me, trusting me, and, you know, counting on me and calling me, and, you know, having so much confidence in me, because I feel like you know, his confidence in me has made me a better player. And, you know, this is something that, you know, I feel like I won't ever forget in my life.